Welcome, Agile friends. My name is Esther Schmid, and I'm hosting this session with our amazing speaker, Hristina Koleva. And in this session, we'll learn all about redefining refinement, mitigating risk, opening capacity, and boosting engagement through user story analysis. Welcome, Hristina. Can you introduce yourself in one sentence?
Thank you, Esther. Hello, everyone. In one sentence, I like to identify myself as a software tester, process geek, currently product owner, and I try to do a bit of mentorship too. So yeah, software development from end to start. Vice versa, because testing is usually at the end. So now we're moving back to the start with the requirements, with the user stories.
Right, thank you. So as I said, in this session, we'll learn all about redefining refinements. There are also other sessions in the online summit of 2023, and don't miss those. For example, Mark Niemand will have a session on Agile intelligence. Check out other sessions at agileonlinesummit.org. But now it's time to focus on our guest speaker, Hristina, and our topic for this session. So you stated in the abstract that there are two reasons for all bugs, delays, and frustrations. I think that's quite a statement. And I'm sure all the other people as well, would love to know from what those two reasons are and how you've come to this conclusion.
Thank you, Esther. Yes, that's quite a statement. I started my career almost 17 years ago. With my primary focus has been testing and QA. And recently I've approximately counted that I must have reported about 5,000 bugs. So for 5,000 bugs, I've definitely stand by my words that most of them could have been requirements. The reason is that for most of those bugs have been that we missed, we forgot, we neglected to write the requirements. And then the second reason is poor communication, which also starts with the fact that we didn't specify it, or we didn't write all the learnings, all the knowledge we have about the requirement. Not that we didn't know it, but we just neglected to put it in one neat, accessible, well-organized place for the team. Then comes the frustration, then comes the delays and the 5,000 bucks.
5,000 bucks, that's quite a lot, isn't it?
I think so, yeah.
So I guess a lot starts with writing user stories. However, that seems so easy, right? What's your take on that?
Yes, it all starts nowadays with writing user stories. The requirements evolved since we all been in the software development for the last 25 years. We witnessed how the requirements evolved. Nowadays, everyone is working with some sort of a short format of a requirements. Some call them user stories, other product backlog items. Some write one-pagers, a short format. The problem with those well-defined formats, like the user story, it's so well-defined. So we have the template. We know how to write that one sentence of a user story. Is so well-defined that we're neglecting it. It seems so easy that there shouldn't be any effort to it. We just write who is the user, what the user wants to achieve, and what's the reason for that needs of them. We start neglecting it. And teams usually work with very poorly written sentences. However, they take it as a given that it's well thought written sentence, that it's actually a requirement, because the habit of working with well-defined requirements is not gone yet. The many teams are not confident working working with uncertainty. They're not comfortable defining the requirements themselves. They believe that this one sentence is the requirement and it's well thought, so they commit to it. But the problem is that it's not a requirement, it's the conversation starter. Last year, I spent a couple of months thinking about how to write good user stories. And I did a webinar and I talked to people, some of the fathers of the users